Happy Monday, everybody, and happy Meck Day to all who celebrate.
Hey, you probably didn't even know.
Meck Dec Day.
And
Meck Dec Day.
Why do we not have the day off?
Right.
It used to be a holiday.
Yeah.
They did away with it. I don't know why.
If you don't live in Charlotte, because we do have viewers who live in other places, you might be scratching your head saying, what? Charlotte likes to claim that we were first in declaring our independence.
North Carolina's first in flight. We're first in independence, right?
Yes. A full year before the rest of America got on board. That's why we were called the Hornet's Nest. That's the Hornets.
In fact,
Hornets.
General Cornwallis called us a Hornet's Nest.
Yeah. Because we weren't putting up with it anymore.
Never.
Here's a Connect the Dots on Meck Dec Day.
Is Charlotte really the birthplace of America? Let's connect the dots. The story goes, in 1775, a group of patriots here in Charlotte decided they were fed up, and they declared independence from Great Britain. Keep in mind, this all happened a full year before Congress would write the Declaration of Independence. And it's why May 20th, 1775 appears across the North Carolina flag still to this day. The only problem, historians say there's no proof the so-called Meck Dec ever existed. There was definite anti-British sentiment in Charlotte at the time, but no one's ever found an actual Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence document. But folks are still looking for it. So the debate continues among many over where the birthplace of America actually exists. And that is Connecting the Dots.
I think it's nice to claim it. I mean, whether it's true or not.
You've been hiding it, haven't you, Larry? You got that document.
Larry has it passed down for many generations.
The thing is, it wasn't published till 1819, a few years after 1775.
So interesting, though.
Supposedly, like, the folklore behind it was the original copy burned in a fire, and that the other copies were not produced until like 1819.
It was a recreation.
And evidently, our forefathers at the time, like John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, were like.
Well, now, John Adams actually claimed that Thomas Jefferson took verbiage from that. You know, there was no love lost between those two.
Those two.
And they were, by 1819, they were both elderly men. But John Adams said that you took that. You took that from the Meck Dec.
Yeah. I'm ready for the movie on it.
Like that.
Just like that.
Yes.
That's why they talked back then.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
There is actually a statue near Central Piedmont Community College. Of James Jack. Who's he? He's the guy that actually took on horseback from Charlotte to Philadelphia to the Continental Congress to proclaim our independence.
Perfect timing. There you go.
John Kelly chiming in saying, interesting, I never knew this history.
Yeah, I feel like...
a lot of people might not.
Calling it history is loose because it's very unverified here or there. The history is kind of shoddy at best.
Well, no, don't say that.
Don't say that.
Not shoddy. I mean, because there are a lot of people firmly convinced it really happened.
Yeah.
And that's why 1880 that was proclaimed the holiday, which we don't celebrate anymore. There was when I first came to Charlotte, it was a big deal downtown. They did a recreation of the courthouse.
I was going to say, do they still do the reenactors uptown? They did it for a long time.
They did it for a long. I'm not sure they're still doing that.
I was going to say, I don't remember that last year. Yeah. When did they stop celebrating it?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I should know that. Weird, like I never took the day off, so I don't remember.
Right? But I mean, it was in like recent history that they had the reenactors uptown. I don't know like whether it's been like a year or two or 3 years ago, but.
Well, and it's believable, too, because a lot of the generals there had the scorched earth policy that they would literally burn everything to the ground. So it could have been very true because, as they said, General Cornwallis, while we're the Hornet's Nest, wrote in his diary that the colonists of Charlotte was like walking into a hornet's nest. Yeah. So there is a chance that maybe many places down here did proclaim their independence and saying they're the first, but also North Carolina is also in a big controversy with Ohio that they're claiming they're first in flight.
That's a whole other
whole other thing.
So there's always, pretty much speaking, there's always going to be kind of the battles of who's the first or who belongs to that history.
By the way, Charlotte was called Charlottetown at that time. At that time, it was not
really.
Yeah, Charlottetown.
We don't have the exact day of when they stopped celebrating the holiday, but online it says in 1881 the state legislature made May 20th a legal holiday known as Meck Dec Day. However, it is no longer an official holiday and does not attract the attention that it once did. But we don't have that official day on when it
I think there's a plaque too. There's a sign.
There is a plaque in Uptown.
Where the old courthouse was.
The only bit of history in Uptown.
I think it should be the new Nicolas Cage national treasure.
I think you're right. I agree.
Don't tease me. I've been waiting for decades
that's
for a third one.
National treasure, Meck Dec.
Yeah. Yes.
It's all the secrets.
You heard
right
it here
there.
first.
Right here.
It's going to happen. We'll find out.
All right. Folks, let us know what you think. And we will see you back here tomorrow morning for another edition of WCNC Charlotte to Go.